The Swiss covers 260,000 square kilometres of Western Australia, predominantly in the southwest corner. It extends out to Kalbarri and north to Kalbarri. So Kalbarri is located about 130 kilometres north of Geraldton. It's right on the coast. It's a little fishing village / retirement village. It's quite a popular tourist destination. Kalbarri is supplied from Geraldton on a distribution feeder, which is a low voltage feeder. It's about 120 kilometres of overhead network that supplies the Kalbarri township. That particular feeder is exposed to a lot of pollutants and atmospheric conditions in any given year, salt and dust in particular. And then when we get a bit of rain, that tends to lead to what's called voltage or creeping, and then that can result in pole-top fires along those long-range exposed feeders.
The power reliability's been really unbearable before the microgrid clicked on. The power outages before Cyclone Seroja were not all the time, but say once a month-ish, and it's usually when we're busy and the town's packed. In the business community, it leaves you with so much uncertainty as to whether you can open or you can't open. Is the power coming back on in an hour? Is it coming back on in 5 hours? Do I prepare for it? Do I not? You know, how much stock am I going to lose? There's so many things to go with it.
The reliability of power is very important for Kalbarri. It's a tourist town. It has a lot of accommodation places, and with unreliable power, it affects their operations as a business. People don't like going up to Kalbarri in 41-degree heat with their air conditioners not going. And a lot of the businesses in town, if not most, would already have their large generators as backup. Now that's extra cost to that business to have diesel fuel to run them. So having a reliable source of power is absolutely paramount to the economic viability of that town.
Part of trying to make the network better in Kalbarri was first of all to introduce the microgrid, and that currently involves a wind farm and mums and dads solar panels on their roofs, as well as the supply from Geraldton. What we've done to increase the reliability of that is to introduce what's called a BESS, which is a battery energy storage solution, and that will store energy and use it whenever there's an outage on the network. The way the BESS is designed to work is that in the event of a network outage, which is in grid mode, the unit will move across into what's called island mode, where it's disconnected from the network, and the microgrid is supplying Kalbarri Township. The beauty of this particular BESS solution and the complexity around the management system of it is that it also detects when the network comes back online, and it will then disconnect from the battery and then reconnect to the grid. The major challenge to deliver the BESS was predominantly the technical complexity of it. Now that the BESS has been commissioned, what does that mean for the Kalbarri townsfolk? Effectively, that means a more reliable source of electricity, and in the instances where there are planned or unplanned long-term outages, they will have a source of supply for a number of hours.
Well, I know one thing for the Shire, they're more than happy with that microgrid power to offer the microgrid system to keep going, especially during footy season and cricket, because Northampton Shire, mate, they're all footy nuts and they're all cricket nuts. The timing of the microgrid coming online is excellent, especially for the first test at the Gabba, you know, and a lot of people, especially Kalbarri, is sitting around watching their tellies and hoping to Christ the bloody power doesn't go off, but it won't go off.
The thing that excites me most about the Kalbarri BESS project is the fact that we will deliver real, tangible outcomes to the community. Effectively, what you'll be looking at is a township that's had multiple outages many times a year. Effectively, the BESS will smooth out those number of outages, so you'll see less and less of those, and probably provide a much more reliable supply to the township, which will be a very good thing.